Pranam to all, how are you? I hope you are all fine. Can you recognize this plant? It is the lemon. It is also known as the emperor lime. It is given that name due to its prominence and unique characteristics. This plant grew in our garden by its seeds by its own. Around 4 years have passed and this plant has good health. But this plant had one problem. The problem was that it did not have any flowers or fruits. But we still kept this plant as caterpillars often eat this plant's leaf. That's why many times butterflies lay eggs on this plant. And those caterpillars eat these leaves and every year we get many butterflies in our garden. We have actually uploaded a video on butterflies. In that video we told you how caterpillars turned into butterflies. So for a while this plant did not get any flowers and it was planted in a 14-inch cement pot. That's why this plant was also not easy to repot since it was planted in a cement pot which is 14 inches. So instead of repotting, every once in a while we removed the topsoil of this plant and added some new soil. So while we were doing this, we found that this plant had lots of root bound. Look at the root bound this plant has. So like this, we were slowly trying to remove as much of the root as possible. We were also trying to remove this plant from the pot so we can repot it. But unfortunately, we could not take this plant out of the pot, because if we did take it out, the pot might have broke. That's why like this only we removed most of the topsoil. In this process we also cut some healthy roots so that the plant is a little free from the root bound. After this we decided to give this plant some fertile soil because we wanted some flowers. We also realized that the reason for not getting flowers for this many years was root bound. This is actually a very common problem. We could not repot this plant, that's why we tried to remove almost 1/3 of the soil. And we also removed most of the roots. And after that we are going to give some fertilizer. Do you know fermented rice water is actually very good for this plant? Do you know just after giving this fertilizer our plant had already started blooming? Yes, for the first time we did not get many flowers, but there were a few flowers in the plant. Like this we kept on fertilizing our plant. Sometimes kitchen waste compost tea, sometimes leaf fertilizer, etc. After flowering we also noticed that there were some fruits in our plant. Look at this little flower. And just like that, after 4 years our plant has started flowering as well as fruiting. And the most surprising thing is that it did not even need that maintenance. We just pruned this plant sometimes and gave some fertilizers time to time. And of course we also watered it daily. And look, there's already a fruit in the plant. If you also have a plant in your garden which has not been flowering, make sure that you check for root bound. That's all. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked this video, then make sure to subscribe to our channel and watch all the other videos. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.